Hey everyone, welcome back to Cuddy's Bookshelf and welcome to week 4 of the spooky season. I said on the last video that I hadn't picked a book because I was wanting to read this one, which I have done now. Really enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as the first one in this because it is a trilogy. The first one is just The Housemaid. And I did read it in, I think it was the first book I read for spooky season. So that will be in week 1's vlog. And I really enjoyed it still. I had suspicions about something happening and that did happen. But then there was a few twists in there also that I was shocked about. I didn't think that that was going to happen. And I was just like... okay. I really did enjoy this. Really good thriller. I really enjoyed being back with some of the characters, or one of the characters from the previous book, but I'm not going to say who and anything. I don't want to give any spoilers away, so I don't really want to say too much about this in case you want to read the first one. But I was happy to be back with certain characters in this book, and yeah, really enjoyed it. I have already started 11 Liars by Robert Gould. Obviously this one's by Frida McFadden if you didn't see the title in my hand. But I have started 11 Liars from Robert Gould, again within these spooky season vlogs. I did read the first one, which was 12 Secrets, so 11 Liars. This is so good. I'm glad to be back with Ben Harper and seeing how his story's going. This is got a strong storyline for one of the characters that's in 12 Secrets. That wasn't Ben, but he is involved in this as well. And it's just really good having more of a backstory to a character that was in the previous book. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I am 153 pages in, which is chapter 27. So yes, I have just put the dust jacket back on to film this clip because I don't read hardbacks with dust jackets on, because who does that? They annoy me enough holding them up for the video because they just slide down and I'm constantly going. But yeah, really enjoying this. But I do want to pick one from the cart. So I have 4 days until I have my surgery, and 3 of the nights I am working night shift. So I'm going to film as much as I can, but I do want to pick a book off the cart. I still have a book that I want to read that's not wrapped, which is If I Have to Be Haunted, which is like a haunting romance. Really want to get to this also, but I want to save this for a little bit later. If I don't get to unwrap one on camera, I can tell you what it's about. I can tell you when I started it. So let's pick one. And it's 13. Ooh. I have been looking forward to this. So this is a first in a series, and it's the first D.I. Helen Grace thriller. So this is an 11 book series. I do have a few books in this series on my shelves, so if I did want to add more to my TBR this month, I can add these. So Angela, I'm finally getting to it. I cannot wait. This was a gift from Angela, which is so generous, and I can't wait to get to it. I'm so excited for this one. I'm not going to read the whole of the back, but I will read like the tagline-y bit, because again, I'm about to read it, and as I keep saying, spoilers. The girl emerged from the woods, barely alive. Her story was beyond belief, but it was true. Every dreadful word of it. This is Eenie Meenie, and oh, I'm really excited that I picked this one out. I'm going to pick another one. I'm going to pick 2 because I am just working out in my head. So tomorrow when I'm supposed to be sleeping and I generally just chill out in bed and read. I will probably read a chunk more of this tonight because it's already tea time tonight. And, well, it's already night time to be fair. It's like 8 o'clock, something like that. But I think I'll be able to get through a big chunk of this tonight. If not, I will be finishing it in the morning. I will update you on that. And then if I take this one to work with me, but I'm at work for 3 nights in a row. Yeah. Because I'm at work for 3 nights in a row, then I've got a night off and then I go in for surgery early in the morning the next day. So I might pick, yeah, I'm going to pick 2. Sorry about all of the rambling. But yeah, so another one. The next one is "16". One at the very end. Oh, this is so exciting because it's 2 books that I got from you guys. So it's a Riley Sager one, which is The House Across the Lake. And this was a gift from Kelsey. And so I get to read a gift from Angela and a gift from Kelsey. So I'm just so excited. And this is my first Riley Sager book. So I've been so excited for these 2 books and they've both come at once. It's like picking a McDonald's fry out of someone's pot and there's 2 stuck together. Like 2 at a time. So I don't know if you can tell, but I am very excited for these 2. Very, very excited. So yes, I will put these on here. And then as soon as I have finished 11 Liars, I will be jumping into one of those. And I will probably, so the morning that I finish work after my 3, because normally I find it difficult to film in between. So the morning that I finish it, the day before my surgery, I'll try and update you to see how far I've got with these reads. But I probably, even if I've got like a book or so left, I will probably unwrap 2 more, because when I go in for my surgery, I do have to wait around a little bit. I've got to get there really early, but then I will have to wait around a little bit. So I do need a book to take with me then, and I want to take like a full book just in case. So I will probably unwrap some more books before I don't know where this vlog's going to go. So I'm a bit nervous about making sure this all goes smooth. But I have just filmed the Locked Library unboxing and I just really think that book is gorgeous. So I have just filmed that, so you should have that up before this one. And then I'll just need to edit this vlog. But I don't know whether to, you'll find out in this video anyway, I don't know whether to either film, because normally I've been posting the vlogs on the Sunday, but I don't know whether to post this on the Sunday or actually wait until the Tuesday, which is Halloween, and post it then. But I know people have more time spare on a Sunday. This is where I wish this was live and then people could help me. But we shall see. We'll see what I get filmed, because if I have to have a few days of not filming after surgery, I can always prolong it until Halloween night and then post it on Halloween. So then you'll get all the updates and everything then. It's very weird, no filming a video, because obviously filming a vlog is just random anyway. It's just random parts of my day and week. But I sort of know how it's going to go because my life's not overly thrilling. So I know that you'll probably see me reading at some point, and you'll probably see a spooky bath bomb or something, I don't know. Like, I'll come and I'll unwrap a book, I'll tell you about the book. I sort of know how my week's going to go, but no, because I don't know how I'm physically going to be. It makes me nervous, and I don't know why, because you guys are the most supportive. Can you believe I only have 4 books left out of the 17, was it, that I wrapped? I only have 4 books left, and plus I have added extra in there also. How many books have I read so far? So this is actually my 17th book of the month. So if I read, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If I can clear this top row, because obviously I've got the 2 books that I've just unwrapped, and then the book that I would like to get to also. I would have read 24 books if I can get through these, which is a possibility now that I'm having surgery, as long as I'm not like groggy out of my face, and it's just like recuperating. I can do this. We can do this, people. Because I'm not going to be wanting to sit around thinking about if I'm aching or anything. That's not me. So I will definitely want to be, I've got a hair somewhere and it's really tickling me. Yeah, I'm not one for wanting to sit around and just be thinking about being in pain. I'm definitely going to be wanting to escape somewhere. So this is a possibility. 24 books. And if I really like this, I bet I'm going to want to stick number 2 on there. So it'll be 25 books. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Have you read any of the books that I've read this month? If not, you need to. Especially the ones like the Robert Gold ones, I highly recommend. Like the Housemaid ones, I highly recommend. There has been, let me find. I really enjoyed A Dowry of Blood, with having a different perspective on Dracula. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix is definitely, I think it is the only horror that I have read this month, because the rest have been like thrillers. But I think that one, I was scared. I was telling my mum, because my mum's not a reader, and I was telling her about me and that book, and the fact that I felt like I was having, my heart was beating out of my chest at certain points. And she was like, oh, at what point? So I was telling her about it because I know she wouldn't read it. And she was like, ooh. And I was like, I know. So, but yeah, I really highly recommend that for horror. Yeah, I've read some really, really great books so far this spooky season. So I'm really excited. I'm really enjoying this. Can't wait to get, as soon as I finish filming, I'm probably going to read a bit more. Let's get to that, because this is going to be a long intro, and I've only unwrapped 2 books and updated you on 2. I'm so excited for these books. And also, I forgot to mention this one. So it will be 25 books no matter what, if I do get round to reading them all. But I still haven't read Dandan Volume 2. That's a good shout for tonight, actually. If I put a pause on 11 Liars, drag it out a bit, and read the 2nd volume of Dandan, because curiosity. So if you haven't watched any of my other vlogs, this is a manga that is very questionable, and it's very, very weird, and there's no other words, just weird, but like bonkers. But because I've recently been talking to some of you guys about it, it's intrigued me to carry on the series. So I am going to jump into number 2, and I think I might read some of that now. Yes. In fact, I might put my pyjamas on and then read some of it, because comfy clothes for the win.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change.
I've just read the entirety of Dandan Volume 2. It still remains random, but it was very action packed. I quite enjoyed it. It made me laugh several times, and yeah, it's just a weird, wacky manga, and I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair. Now I've had time to process. It keeps making me laugh, and you've got to love a book that draws out emotions in you. So yeah, it's not as wacky. If you read the first one, after I read the first one, I was literally sat there for ages like, what the hell have I just read? But that one is still weird, but not as weird. And yeah, I'm probably going to carry it on. So I'm intrigued now, because in this one, the boy has lost something. I'll just say that because I know some of you are reading it. The boy has lost something of his person, and they are looking around for him, and when they find one of them, something's happening when they found one of them, and it just made me laugh. But yeah, I'm glad I read that. I'm going to go into bed now, and I'm going to probably read some more of 11 Liars. So it's been a while since my last update. I haven't been able to update you sooner than I would have liked to, but 2 days before my operation, I had a loss in the family, and that's all I want to say about that. I want to keep it quite private, for respect of my family and us grieving, but I had that news, and then now it's been 3 days since my surgery. So I've had my operation. It went well. The treatment is going extremely well. I'm really happy with how it's going and the effects that it's having. So that is really good. I'll be going back to the hospital in about 5 days for them to change all my dressings, and because there's been quite a bit of blood and stuff, so they'll be changing my dressings and looking at my fluid charts and everything regarding that. But it has gone well. The results have been amazing so far, so it is looking promising, and so yeah, that's doing really well. I needed to come on because I have finished a whole bunch of books, and I do need to unwrap more, and I need to get back into the swing of things and doing something that brings me joy. So the first book, I did finish 11 Liars. Really enjoyed this. I loved getting to know the background of more of the characters in this from the first book. So I'm really looking for they very much like leave you on wanting to know more. I'm really excited for the third one to come out. but I am really enjoying these thrillers. So in this one, Ben Harper, who is the main point of view in this, he is walking home one night and then he sees the village church on fire. So as he is getting closer to this, he sees that there's somebody inside and he tries to help them, and he manages to get the door open, and as he is shouting the person, they run off, and it unveils loads of secrets, and like everybody's got a secret in this village, everybody. And it was just really intriguing to like get the background, more background of each of the characters that's been in the previous book. And yeah, it's just a really good thriller, so I highly recommend that. The next one that I read, sorry if my voice is a bit croaky, it's where they've had the oxygen in, so my throat's been a bit sore since. So the next one is Eenie Meenie. I loved this book. I cannot wait to get into the second one in this series. I have been thinking about this book since I put it down, and that's when I know that a book deserves 5 stars. I really enjoyed the characters being like morally grey and having their own past issues. I liked the snippets that you had from the person that's doing these killings. You have like their past, like little snippets of their past as you're going through the chapters, and I really enjoyed that. And I liked that it was different. Like the killer in this was pairing up 2 people and was leaving them with a choice of kill or be killed, basically. So they would leave them with a gun and will say like, if one kills the other one will be set free. Make your mind up. And it was so good to see that each of the couplings had a different result. So if one would volunteer to be killed, or if one would maliciously go and kill the other, and it's just how different people have different scenarios but in the same situation. I enjoyed that about it. And the backstory between like D.I. Helen Grace herself, her backstory, it was just like so like fully fledged. Like the characters were so drawn out, and if you like having character driven books, you would love this. And I just devoured it, really enjoyed it, and the floppiness of this book was so satisfying to read. But I loved this, and this was a gift from Angela, so thank you so much, Angela. I'm so glad that you brought me this, and I absolutely loved it, devoured it. The next book was my first Riley Sager book, and really enjoyed this one. I think the twist of it, because as always in books, you are being told from the perspective of someone, and you are just believing everything that you're told. And then there was like a twist to it, and I was like, this is the twist that I guessed. And I was like, I knew it, I think. But then there was a twist again, and I was like, I didn't know that, did not know that, I did not see that coming. So it was so good. I really enjoyed it. This is about a woman who has gone back to her family house by the lake, and she is grieving for her husband who has just passed. He drowned in that lake, and so she has gone back. She has been sent back by her mother to spend some time to try and grieve for her husband. And yeah, it goes from there. And she has these new neighbours that's moved in. One's a model, ex-model, and she becomes obsessed staring at them with these binoculars outside her house, staring into theirs, because theirs is more like of a modern like glass house, so you can see straight through. and she's making assumptions and becoming obsessed with this couple that's living in this house across the lake. And it was a really, really good thriller. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. And this one was a gift from Kelsey, so thank you so much, Kelsey. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get to my next one that you bought me. That's in here somewhere. And then the last one that I read is If I Have to Be Haunted. So this is a beautiful edition. I really wanted to absolutely love this, and I did enjoy it, but it reads very much like a middle grade. Other than the romance in it, the adventure side of it, like the fantasy adventure side to it, very much read like a middle grade. So if I was rating it as a middle grade, it would be like a high rating for a middle grade. I really enjoyed the enemies to lovers romance side of it, but I feel like that's the only thing that's made it more young adult. So I was a little bit disappointed in the YA fantasy romance side of it, although I did enjoy the romance, but it was just it come across middle grady to me. But I did enjoy it. It was fun. It was a fun read. I think it was more because it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a YA, but it's a very, very young YA. And yeah, I've not long finished this. So I did take this one to the hospital with me, but my mind has been all over the place, so I did not read a single page. I was just sat waiting to be taken down to surgery, to be fair. Something else that I wanted to do while I was doing this big update is I did get a parcel, and I feel so guilty because it has been sat for a few days, but I don't like to open them without filming because I want you to know how much I appreciate your gifts. So I have waited, and I'm going to open it now. I'm so sorry for whoever got this for me because I've just not been in the headspace to do any filming, so I hope that... Oh, my thank yous from now. Oh, this is a very packed box. I will just pull... I can't feel for the gift note, but this is falling out at me, and it is Library Series 1. Oh, it's a candle. First Love, rose, white tea and lemon. Jane Austen. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. The very first moment I held him, my heart was left to be gone. Oh. So it comes, let me see if I can, so it comes like this. Oh, that is so cute. It comes in a little tin with the Jane Austen quote on the front. And then when you open it up, it's got it's a 2-wicked candle. That's very nice. Natural Heal, fragrance, hand poured candle. That is absolutely lovely. Wow. It makes me want to reread Pride and Prejudice and just burn my candle with a nice cup of tea. That is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I don't know who it is. I'm trying to feel for a gift note. Please say there's a gift note because I can't feel one. I can't find one. Oh wow. They also sent me a bar of Galaxy chocolate. Oh, I love me some chocolate. I definitely loving the snacks at the minute. Oh, this is lovely. There's no gift note. Is it in the book? This is so lovely. And then the last thing that they got me in there was I'll Always Be With You. So this is a romance book. It's by the author that wrote the A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. And I'm really looking forward to reading my first book from this author. So I'll read the tagline out on the back. It says, "So what happens when you helplessly fall for the one person you know is bad for you?" We've all been there. But yeah, I'm absolutely gutted that it hasn't got a gift note. But please, if you did send me these, please let me know in the comments, because I really want to thank you personally. But thank you so much if you did send me these. They make my little heart happy, so thank you. And this smells incredible. Love this. Oh, perfect little pamper evening. A book, a candle and some chocolate. You know the way to my heart. But yeah, thank you whoever sent me that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The only other thing that I've got to do now is open a new book, because I currently haven't got a reader on the go, because like I say, I've read all of the books that I added to my TBR and I need another one basically. And because I haven't been filming at all, I haven't opened any and I haven't started any others. I have just not done anything other than lay in bed. So let's go. So it is number 14, which is this one. It's Bunny by Mona Awad. I have been wanting to read this for ages, and as I was talking to one of you about it, it is Marmite in a book. I know some people love it, some people don't like it at all. It's supposed to be very weird, and I just love weird, so I can't wait to get into it. I really can't, and see what this bunny is all about. But yeah, so this will be my next read. I am going to, just in case, I am going to open 2. So the next one is number 6, which is this one. Oh, it's my first ever Agatha Christie book, so it's Halloween Party. So I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to start solving an Agatha Christie book. This is going to be so fun. But yeah, so I have Halloween Party and Bunny to be getting on with, and I will be sure to update you as soon as I can. I've put myself on the floor to film this so I could get the cart in. I'm not going to be able to get back up. I'm going to have to shout my husband to come and help me back up. Oh, what an idiot. So this is the phone, the device that your therapy comes on. So the wires that are in my spine. So I'm on program 3 at the minute, and you can, the frequency, you can change it. So you can like go take it down or take it up. And yeah, it's just weird that whatever's in me is being controlled by a mobile phone. But I can't wait to have my dressings changed, because obviously when you first get it done there is blood and that lot, so I just can't wait for it to get cleaned and all taken off and cleaned down and put fresh dressings on. And it's killing me not being able to have a bath. That's just the worst worst thing ever. I had to get my mum over yesterday to help me wash my hair, because trying to manoeuvre myself without like twisting or bending it's just not the one. So, but my mum kindly come and helped me. So thanks, Mum. That's my update. I'm hoping from now until Halloween I can just try and get some footage of me reading and actually updating you once I've finished each book, instead of keep doing massive updates. But yeah, I hope that you are keeping well. Thank you for your constant support. I have read Bunny. Well, this book, it's like the whole thing feels like a fever dream, and the writing in it is incredible. I loved the writing style, the way that it's descriptive. It feels like you're on something yourself. I was like, what? This is about 3 girls who all call each other Bunny. So it's Bunny this, Bunny that, Bunny everything. And the main protagonist in this is called Sam, and she has a class, a writing class, with these 3 girls. And one day they invite her to one of their very private parties that they have between themselves. And she goes, and it's just bonkers. It is just crazy. Like, you fall down the rabbit hole, pun intended, with her, because at times when she's more of a sound of mind, like coming out of it, you feel like you're coming out of it as well, like you're on some sort of hallucinogenic or something, because the writing is so submersive and everything. It's so good. Such a good thriller, horror. I feel like it's like Mean Girls, but with horror. It's a really good book. I find it really intriguing, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. So I did finish Bunny, and I have started The Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. Poirot's on the case, and I am really enjoying trying to solve the case along with him. And I'm only 76 pages in, but I'm loving it. I love it. It feels, Agatha Christie's writing feels really cozy for a murder mystery. And I really like that. If you've seen any of my videos where I read like The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, that's very much the same, where it makes you, even though you're solving a murder, they just, I don't know, they just seem cozy to me. That sounds very weird, doesn't it? But if you know, you know. Her writing is blanket, candle, cozy reading books, and I'm really loving it. I will be getting more of Agatha Christie's works after this one, so I'm really enjoying that. But what I'm going to do is, I'm in a lot of pain today. I mean, I have just filmed 3 unboxings, one after the other, because while everything was set up and I'm behind, you would have seen them. I'm going to do them from today. I need to edit straight away after I finished updating you. So I need to edit one of them to go up today. I've got one to edit to go up tomorrow. I'm going to edit this vlog to go up on Halloween itself. So happy Halloween. I hope that you're having a lovely Halloween. And then I will post the last unboxing on a Wednesday, because I normally post on a Wednesday. I will post and we'll be back to our usual days again, hopefully, when all this is sorted. But I'm in quite a lot of, I won't say pain, more discomfort today with everything. And it looks like in the videos that I've tried to like change my outfit up, but I didn't, because, well, I did, but I didn't mean to do it. So it looked like that after I finished recording. I'm like, they're gonna think, but you know, I'm honest, I did film them all at the same time. The first one, I'm in just a black t-shirt, but then I was cold during filming and it was making me like tense up and it was hurting my back. So I put a cardigan on And then by the time I finished the second one, I realised my husband had got white paint on the cardigan. So I took the cardigan off, and I'd put trousers on, like loose fitting trousers, but there just wasn't the one, so I'd got changed into this dress, so there was nothing like touching my back and that. So yeah, it looks like I got changed for all of them, but it wasn't intentional to make it look like it was different days or anything. It was just out of comfort. But yeah, anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on about that. But what I'm going to do is I am going to open the last two. So I had to put the pot on the top because my monthly reads are now taking up nearly, because the bottom one's full of the books that I've read as well, is now taking up like nearly 2 thingies. So I am intrigued to find out which one of these two would have been my last read of the month. So, but I will read them in this order as well. So like I did with the last two, I read Bunny first. Now I'm reading the Agatha Christie, and this is what I'll be reading after Agatha Christie. So this one. And it is number 9. Oh, Kelsey, it's the other Riley Sager one, which is Survive the Night. This, when I read the tagline of it, it says Charlie Jordan is being driven across the country by a serial killer. Maybe. So that's all I read of it when I got it as a gift from Kelsey. And it just, I can't wait to dive into this one. So this is what I'll read next. And then the last book that I'll be reading of spooky season, hopefully, because I'm still hoping to get around to all of these, I'm going to do it. I'm just literally, because I'm in a bit of discomfort, I'm going to put some dramas on and just lay back down in bed. The last one is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. This is one of the books that my mama bought me when we was on holiday at the seaside. So it's got like a nice little message inside from my mama. So I'm really hoping to enjoy this, but I have seen this everywhere online. And so this is by Ashley Winstead, by the way. And I'm really excited for my last 2 reads. I think it's going to really close out my October reading month really well and on a positive note, because I have heard really good things about both those books. We'll be back for an update once I've finished my murder mystery with Agatha Christie. Me and Paro's on the case, don't you worry. I'll be back to let you know how I get on with that. I'm really happy with my reads of this month. It's been incredible. And looking at the shelves, so these are all the books that I've read this month so far. So I am hoping, put it in order, to add these 3 onto the end. And I think that is an incredible reading month. How I've managed to read all of this with everything that's been going on, I do not know. That's probably why I have read so much this month, to be fair, with everything that's been going on. I have needed escape, and when you're reading a thriller, you ain't thinking about anything else, are you? So, yeah. I'm going to put my pajamas on now and go lay down because I need it. But I hope that you enjoyed the unboxings. I'm sorry. I mean, I shouldn't say sorry. You'll probably moan at me for saying sorry, but I am sorry if my energy is lacking in those videos or in this video. I am trying my best. I managed to put mascara and my eyebrows on, and you know, I know this, like, I've been trying to stay positive as much as I can, but like at this point I feel like, you know the saying, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. At this point I feel like I'm giving Sprite a run up for the money. Like, I'm going to start building factories soon. You probably think that once I finished my October TBR, I'm going to be done with like thrillers and like murder mysteries and crime books, but I am dying to read the second book in this series. Like, Angela, you was not wrong. I love this, and I really want to get to the next one. Are they, Angela, if you're watching this, are they all this addictive? Because this is an issue. I really need to get number 3, because I've got 2, 4 and 7. And if you're new to my channel, it's because I went into the works and got number 7 in the series. I didn't realise it was a series until Angela told me, and then Angela kindly brought me the first one, and then I went back to the works and they had books 2 and 4 in, so I really need to get book 3. That sounds confusing, but I just need them all. I just need them all, especially if they are this addictive, because there's been a couple of the books here where they have stayed in my mind after I've read them. But this one's like the newest one out of them that's I'm just constantly thinking of, like, what's going to happen next. But yeah, that's the last of the unwrapping of my October TBR. I hope that you enjoyed the different format of it, because obviously next month, November, we'll go back to normal, where I'll get my usual TBR on here that's been wrapped, and we'll pick 5 and hopefully pick 5, and then there is a chance of going 2, so we'll go back to that next month. But I am hoping to do something similar with vlogging and picking out individual books in December along with Christmas, so nice Christmas reads, a few nice Christmas romances. I hope that you enjoyed this month of me vlogging. I've tried my best. Anyway, it sounds like I'm closing out the video. I'm not. Let's get to reading. Let's get back on the case. Not going to solve itself. I have an update. I did finish Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I really enjoyed this. It was very much a murder mystery that you can solve as you go along, like the suspects and the questioning of everyone. It was just great. I loved it. I really enjoyed hunting for clues with Pyro, and I really want to get some more Agatha Christie. I did figure out, I partly figured out the murderer, so I was proud of myself and kicking myself at the same time, because it was obvious. The result was obvious to the part that I didn't figure out, and yeah, I just really enjoyed this. It's a great murder mystery, very cosy. If you've never read any Agatha Christie before, I highly recommend that you do so if you do like your murder mysteries. So this one is a murder that takes place at a Halloween party, and it was just the beginning of the book where they're setting up for the Halloween party with all the pumpkins and everything. I was like, oh, it's just perfect time of year to read this. So yeah, loved that. I also, because the two videos that you would have seen by now, I am having an absolute nightmare with my editing software. So for instance, this vlog, I had already started editing it, spent hours and hours editing it because of this issue. So I started uploading the content for it and started editing it. Well, I went on it yesterday and everything had gone. it was all void and not working. So I have had to spend all day and all night editing and uploading everything. For instance, in this vlog you would have seen a clip where I read the entirety of Dandan Volume 2, but I will cut that down to a minute long for you guys, so you just see me starting it, reading a bit of it and finishing it. And that part, because obviously it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of footage, so that last night took me 4 hours, just over 4 hours, to upload that one clip of me reading Dandan Volume 2 for a minute of content. So you can imagine how long it's going to take me to upload all of the updates and everything, where I just ramble on. I say that as I'm rambling. It took me from, when did I finish filming yesterday? I think about 1:30 in the afternoon I started editing. That's when I'd finished filming the unboxings, and whatever time that video went up, I think it was about 9:30 at night, is how long it took me to upload it, edit it. And I didn't even actually, if there's any mistakes in it, I do apologise, because I haven't actually watched it back. But because I spent a lot of time staring at a screen with the percentage going up like a snail very slowly, I have just picked up my book every time that I've got something uploading, and I managed to finish Survive the Night. This book, oh my goodness. So you know when you're reading a thriller and you get them moments where you're very close to finding out the killer, or the killer's in the same room as them and they've just found it out, and it's that intense part of the thriller. Well, that's this all the way through. This is about a girl who is grieving for the loss of her friend who has been murdered. It is a serial killer on the loose, killing people, killing girls from the campus, and she can't get over the loss of her friend. So she's decided to go home, and she's trying to find a way to get home. She just wants to go. She just wants to leave straight away. She don't want to wait for anyone to give her a lift and be there for any like prolonged period of time. So she meets this man, and he offers to give her a lift. So she accepts it, and as they are in this journey together, she starts to realise he may be the murderer. And there's so many like things that are just in her head, because she's got this thing, since she's experienced this trauma of losing her friend, she has this thing where she will go into her mind and start playing real life like a movie. So some things are there that's not actually there, and so you'll be reading something and then it's like, no, that didn't actually happen, but then did it happen, or did it not happen? And that's what you like the whole time. It's very confusing at times, but very addictive. Because she's in the car, you're like, oh my god, he's the killer. And then you're like, oh no, yes he is. Oh no, yeah, yes he is. It's the whole time. So it's like really thrillery. That make no sense, does it? Do you get what I mean? Like, it's very edge of your seat. The parts in a thriller book where you're like, ooh, it's like that throughout this, and there's so many good twists in this. I just really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my second Riley Sager book, and thank you so much, Kelsey. I loved it. I will have to get some more. And I didn't go to sleep until about 5:30 this morning, because I'm just been re-uploading and uploading content to try and get it all edited in time. I'm gonna upload some other clips and read this while I do so. So then hopefully by the end of today, I would have finished this and we would have completed my Halloween TBR. 25 books. 25 books in a month. You can tell I needed to be somewhere else this month.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away. As you fade away.
So I have just finished In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I really enjoyed it. It's set in like a campus, and it's like a group of friends, and one of them was brutally murdered. During this book, you sort of trying to figure out who done it, basically. It's like a whodunit book, but it's mainly from a point of view for a girl called Jessica, and she is not as rich as the people around her. She's always wanting to better herself. She's wanting to be better. She can be like scheming and stuff to try and get her own way and make people see her the way that she wants. She'll like get herself into debt to buy something expensive just to fit in with everybody else. And yeah, it tells you about their friendship group, and it goes back and forth. So it's like a dual timeline from back when the murders happened to the present day, where they are currently at a reunion for their university so many years later. And you do get the point of view from other characters during the book as well, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was a good, like, dark, atmospheric, thrillery type book. And I didn't guess who did it. I thought I knew, and it was sort of ending towards that way. And then literally in the last couple of chapters, it just all changed. I was like, oh, okay. And right at the end, if you've read this book, you'll know what I'm on about. But right at the end, where you're having like where everybody's like moving on sort of thing, there is like a shocking twist, and you're just like, oh, bitch. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And that is the last of my October TBR and the end of this vlog. I really hope that you enjoyed these vlogs throughout October. I did enjoy picking books as I go rather than just a stack, but I am excited to get back to that next month. So yeah, I hope that you are having a really great Halloween. Happy Halloween. I hope that your reading month throughout October was a really good reading month. I cannot believe I read 25 books. That's just amazing for me. So I will be looking forward to wrapping all of that up for you in a wrap up. And yeah, I hope that you are well. I hope that you liked this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hold on, is that a spoiler for the first one? That's a spoiler for the first one. Again, within these spooky feats, I'm really glad to be back with the character. What's his name? What's his name? I'm reading it. Why am I blanking? I can add. I do have two. Number 2. Did I get 3? Or was it just 2 and 4 that I got? Hold on. Give me but a moment. Eenie Meenie, Miny Mo. It's like waiting for a bus and then 2 come at the same time. And you're like, no, because that's a bad reference, isn't it? the Southern Book Club. So this is a what is this? I haven't. Oh, God, I don't even know what am I doing. So I'm very much excited. Why do I not make sense? So it's my first ever Agatha. It is my first ever Agatha Christie. Why am I struggling with that? But I wish I knew who these were from. It's gonna annoy me because I'm gonna have to wait till I put this video up to find it out. And by that time this would definitely be gone. That's a very much, that didn't make any sense. Oh, my ivory's had enough. Oh. Scooch round. 3 and 4 in. 2 and 4 in. Oh God. So I picked those up. So I do need to get number 2. Number 2.